Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. If you're here with me, please go ahead and let me know who's here listening today for our teacher talks. I'll be doing this, at least once a week for the month of October. And I just want to get on here and just connect with other teachers, give us a chance to all talk about things that are on our minds that have to do with online teachers. So I just want to provide a space for teachers to come together and just talk about some concerns, because there's so many things that are going on in our teacher world, online teacher world these days. So I'm here to just bring up some topics that can affect all of us. And if you had some topics yourself that you wanted to share during this time, then I'm hoping that people will bring their ideas and their topics that they want to talk about during this time. I have some things that I have on my mind, and I'm sure that you have some things on your mind too. So, all right. Hello, AM. Ariel, sorry. Hello, Ariel. You're a teacher with Outschool, Vipkid, Bling, and Magic Ears. You kind of sound like you're doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I was teaching with all of those companies too, but I've scaled back, and I've just recently been focusing on Outschool. So how are your classes going with Outschool, Ariel? I would love to know how your classes are going. That's actually something I want to talk about too, to see how teachers' classes were going with Outschool, because it's been a little bit drier than last year. So, I'm just wondering, how are people handling that? Or is it not? Maybe it's not dry for you. Maybe it isn't. Maybe you're having good experience. Hello, Messenju. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And AM, have I thought about teaching with KidPass? Yes, I have. I keep on saying AM, but Ariel. Yes, I have thought about teaching with KidPass, either KidPass or Kids Connected. I know they're kind of similar, but one pays more, and I've thought about it. I have thought about it, but until my classes really dry up with Outschool, I didn't want to really put a whole lot of time into it right now. But I have been putting time into something else that I want to get into at the end of this time. I'll share with you guys something that I have been working on. In July and August, I had a lot of classes, but not in September. Yeah, September has been pretty slow. It's been slower, but I don't know if you saw my video. Recently, I did a lot of changes to my classes to help to boost some enrollments, and they have been coming in now. So those changes, I think the changes that I did helped. I did a bunch of them, so I can't put my finger on just one thing to know specifically what helped the best. But, I got a whole lot of bookings in a couple of weeks, and it was good. So, and I think October is a better month, hopefully. Hopefully it's a better month for most of us. Last year, I do remember it picking up in October too. So I feel like people just have to kind of get into their routines, and then they'll know like what kind of classes they want to add to their routines. And that usually happens around October. Ariel, you used coupons. Oh, good. Yes. And you message past parents, and more nighttime classes to increase bookings. Yes, that's what I did too. I did the nighttime classes. My schedule is between morning, because I do the preschoolers, so I try to do the morning classes, and then I do later evening or late afternoon classes, and that seems to really help, because you want to catch those kids who are coming home from school and they want to take classes after school, because some kids are at home and they want to take classes at home, and then you want to catch those classes those students that are not at home too, that are after school kids. So, October classes, like Halloween classes. Yep, I can see that being a really good thing to offer right now. I don't tend to do holiday classes. So, yeah, I haven't actually added those yet. I just kind of add them into my curriculum as I'm teaching it. But I know that a lot of people do have success with that. So those are good ideas, really good ideas. So, yes. And have you been getting classes with Bling ABC? Because I have stopped getting classes with Bling ABC, but I only have a very few open spots with them. So, and plus I turned in, once they changed the new contract, they changed the new contract to have the shorter classes. I submitted my contract late. So I probably kind of am getting the, whatever the trickle, the leftovers are. So, and I'm actually not too worried about it right now. I hope that they sustain themselves, and they continue to get classes for everyone, but I don't know. You added a 4 a.m. Central ESL class on Outschool. Oh, and then from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., you do VIP Kids and Magic Years. Oh, that's good. Good. You're still getting classes with Magic Years. That's really good. I haven't been on their platform in a while, but yeah, I know that there are some teachers. I thought a lot of South African teachers were getting classes these days, but I don't know. I'm not really sure how things are going with them, but I'm glad that you're still getting classes with them. And the ESL class on Outschool is good, because that is a great, that's a great thing to do. So I know other people were having success with those ESL classes, but that is early. So good. And bling only on the weekends. All right. So VIP Kid, that was something I wanted to talk about. I know there's been a lot of changes with VIP Kid that a lot of people have been talking about and kind of surprised about. But, I already did a video on they're going global, and that was kind of new news, but kind of something they had mentioned before. But then they I guess they were really pushing it as if it was going to happen sooner than later. And I don't know, I kind of feel like they were just kind of giving us some more hope and reasons to keep going with them as they try to figure this out. But I do like what I saw recently with their recent announcement about the teacher network and the video that was put out about that. I don't know if anyone has seen the video. I'm sure a lot of people at this point have, if you are with VIP Kid. And if you don't know what's going on with VIP Kid, they are making some changes. They're dedicated to staying open and to keep pivoting during this period. But they're having a teacher network. It sounds like it's just going to be like a little social media for just the teachers to connect with. I thought they were kind of doing that with Hutong, but maybe Hutong you couldn't really communicate. You can see what they were offering, but you couldn't actually put your own information or, posts on it. So maybe this is going to be more where you can post information or reactions and stuff to whatever is being posted. And then you can connect more, kind of like what they've done with Paul Fish. I know they were doing it with Hallow. Hallow has their own little social media. So it sounds like VIP Kid is going to be doing a similar thing. But then Cindy, I don't remember her last name, but Cindy, who did the video on VIP Kid just to connect with the teachers and just to let them know of what's going on, kind of like with the face and not through an email. I like the way that she communicated in her video to the teachers. But let me see what you're saying here in the comments. Okay, so Ariel, you're still getting a lot of bookings. Good, with Magic Years. All right, and yep, you're nervous about the changes with VIP Kid. You will stay with them. They've been good to their teachers. They started out first. They're a good platform, although they've cut back on the pay. But I'm sure that they had to do all of that so they could stay afloat and still continue to offer classes and to pay their teachers. So I'm sure that there's reasons for all of that. But yeah, in the video she did look sad. But I'm not sure if it was a sadness that she was having or just like a sincere feeling, like she was trying to show her sincerity towards all of the teachers that things are going to change. She probably recognizes that a lot of people are not going to be getting as many classes as she said, right? She was very honest in that video, and she was and that was probably the most honesty that I've seen outside of people just closing up shop and just vacating the premises, like Go-Go Kid did and others. But just the sincerity, like, what she said, we are going to get worse before we get better. Our bookings will get worse before bookings get better. And I mean, we kind of already knew that. A lot of us already knew that is what's going to be happening. But I just liked that she actually said it, and she was very honest about the fact that, we're going through changes, and we have to work through all these changes, and then we will see, what happens. But it seemed like you would have to, in order to teach with this new global platform that they want to do, you have to be hired into it, and you're going to have a whole new pay structure. From what I'm understanding, it's like you're going to have a whole new pay structure. And so what is that going to look like? I don't know. Hopefully it's not going to look any less than what they were already paying their teachers, which has dropped some. And you wonder which countries will be on Vipkid. Yeah, I wonder which countries they're going to teach to. It sounds like they're still trying to sort that all out, and they will see who will join with them, and who has the most response, who's the most responsive to them. But yeah, I know they were working on this for a while, so the fact that they haven't been able to actually launch it yet, I don't know, is that telling that it hasn't really picked up very fast? And she's trying to tell us, like, this is we're working through this. There's not going to be a whole lot of bookings, so make sure you have a backup plan, right? And I think we all got that message, like, have a backup plan for Vipkid. If you're joining us now, we're talking about the recent video that was put out about the teacher network, and how she was very honest in saying that they were going to be getting less bookings before they get more bookings, but they're going through some changes. And hello, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. And Suckapow regarding Bling ABC. Yeah, I don't have classes with Bling ABC right now, but I do know that teachers have classes with Bling ABC. I don't have classes. I haven't, my availability is very, very small. I have a very few slots available. So I didn't think that they'd give me, I knew that I would be on the low man on the totem pole, and I would get the leftovers. But there are people who are getting classes now with Bling ABC. But, I think that they do give their classes away to the older teachers, and then they kind of go down the line. So, and that's all fair. That's all fair. And I've only been with them for about a year, a little over a year, but yeah, it's okay for me. So I don't know other people. I mean, people have approached me and asked me if they should apply to Bling ABC, but I don't. I tell them I don't recommend it right now, because I really don't know what the future holds with them. I don't know. I mean, with any company that teaches primarily to Chinese students, I don't know what the future holds with them. How come your availability on Bling is so low? Well, that's because I was trying to transition more to Outschool. And since Outschool is paying me more, I wanted to focus more on my classes in the afternoon, since I had availability open in the afternoon. So I just wanted to hold on to Bling ABC because it's a good company, and you should never put all your eggs in one basket. So I wanted to continue to have that egg open, just, because things with Outschool are kind of new. Like, I just started with Outschool after the pandemic started, and, everything was great during the pandemic, but now everything is kind of going down with bookings. It's not as quite as high in demand as it was during COVID. So, we kind of knew that things were going to shift. And so I didn't want to just depend all on Outschool either. So I just had, I had classes with Bling ABC and with Outschool. And I still have Cambly in my back pocket, and I can, go to Magic Years, open up slots with Magic Years if I need to. So I still have other slots open, other eggs in my basket. So, yeah, Suckapow says, I wouldn't recommend it either unless you're in mainland China. Right. If you're on Facebook, you see a lot of advertisements now for jobs in the mainland China. So they're offering for teachers to come over there and to work there as a teacher. So, yeah. So yeah, those are that's what's going on with Vipkid, Outschool. I haven't heard if many other teachers are working with Outschool. I hear what Ariel has said about adding classes in the morning, the ESL class. But if anyone else has something to say about their Outschool classes, and if Outschool classes are starting to pick up now in October for anyone, please let us know. I want to hear what the general feel is. And hello, Kelly, welcome. Good to have you. So where's my list? Okay, here it is over here. So yeah, so Vipkid, now Zebra English. This is kind of like I'm going through the news of the last week. Zebra English, if you haven't heard, they have recently just closed doors, and they did kind of like a go-go kid move, which I don't understand it. I don't understand how you could be so what's insensitive to your teachers after all this time. Like, you kind of know it's coming, but you don't give anybody a heads up, and they just close the doors, and then all their teachers are just left hanging. That's just, I feel like they could have handled that better. I know that they want to teach their classes up until the very end, and they don't want people to just kind of run away and just jump ship. So that's probably the reason why they don't really want to reveal everything that's going on behind closed doors. But at the same time, it's like you have all these people depending on their income from Zebra English. So, for you to just close the doors on them like that, I felt, that's just, anybody here who works with Zebra English who was affected by that, I'd love to hear, how your experience was and what your feelings are about that. I'm sure everyone was not too happy. Kelly says she was trying to start some new classes on Outschool. I'm assuming, I know you're an Outschool teacher, so good. So what kind of classes are you trying to start, Kelly? And is this because your other classes are still are having trouble booking? Or I won't say still, because I'm not really sure what your classes are doing right now, but how are your classes with Outschool generally? And Ariel, yes, I want to start new classes also. Yeah, with Outschool. I think that's the thing. This is a good time to start new classes with the holidays coming up, especially like Ariel said, with Halloween and the holidays coming up. Starting some classes like that would be good. And if you don't like to create classes, Outschool does have where you can join up with an organization, and they would give you a curriculum to teach. So you can get hired by an organization through Outschool. It's a possibility for people who are here if you are from one of the 5 countries they accept, one of the 5 English, native English speaking countries that they would accept. So something to keep in mind. Sekapow, what online companies do you recommend for some extra hours regarding daytime Beijing hours? Good question. I know a lot of companies right now are on hiring freezes. I know Cambly's hiring, but they're kind of on the slow, like they don't get back to you very quickly with Cambly. So, and they don't pay as well as the companies that were in China, but it's a possibility. Cleverkid. I see Wadner is here. Wadner, have you gotten any classes with Cleverkid yet? I know they're on a hiring freeze, but that's a possibility for the future of a company that you could apply to. And other companies off the top of my head, I know Hallow is a company where you could teach 24/7. You can create your own schedule. That's a possibility. I think they pay pretty decently if you do a group class. And if anyone else has any other ideas, because I can't think of all the companies off the top of my head, but please leave them in the comments if you have some ideas of some companies that people should move to right now. And okay, Kelly, you say a civics class for teenagers, and you reopened a one-time Halloween class. I have 2 book classes that have been going for a long time. Oh, good. Oh, book classes. Yeah, I've heard you talk about your book classes on your channel. So that's good. You still have those going, and hopefully you'll get some success with your new classes. Yes. And so how do you join the organizations on Outschool? Well, first you have to get hired with Outschool. And then after that, I haven't actually gone through that process, so I'm not entirely sure about what the process is with how you hook up. I know they have Facebook groups that are really that focus on like organizations and pods and stuff. So that could be a place to look. But I'm sure there's someplace on the platform, Outschool's platform, that has where you can sign up or look for organizations. I just haven't looked because it hasn't been something that I've wanted to do. I've just heard people talk about it. And Wadner says you should try Outschool. It's similar to Outschool, and they will launch in November. They need teachers now. They need teachers now, so they're hiring now. I did hear Teacher Tim talk about Outschool, and so that is something for people to look into if you've thought about Outschool, and if that didn't work out for you, Outschool is very similar to it. So they are looking for teachers. They haven't actually launched yet, so this would be something that you can get into through Outschool. Yeah, but you do have to create your own classes, or I think they have two versions, like you can create your own classes or you can teach classes that are offered or curriculum that's offered. So yeah, you do have more options with them. And Ariel says, I know I got a class buyout. I had 15 students. Woo, $20 each. Wow, with Outschool. I believe that's what you're talking about. Wow, that is really good. I haven't had a buyout like that. I haven't had any buyouts. So that's good. Congratulations. Now, the closest thing I've gotten to a buyout is a group of kids like coming together and like their cousins or friends, and they just all want to be in the same class. So they all sign up for my class at the same time. So that's the only thing that I've had that's close to a buyout. I've had that happen a couple of times, but yeah, that's really good. So you're applying to Kid Pass. Good. Keep us posted. I have thought about going through the process. I have thought about it. I'm still thinking about it, but I will tell you what I've been focusing on before I leave. Okay. Because I did do something that was really good that I think could help online teachers. It's a little different from what we've all been doing with these other companies. So I will share that before it's all over and done today. So I still haven't seen anything about Cleverkid and them actually starting classes. If anyone knows if Cleverkid is actually teaching classes yet. Because I know they launched, but do they have students? That's the question of the day. And then QKids, QKids hasn't said anything else about what their plans are. I'm really curious about that. Somebody just recently was in contact with me, and they said their schedule is full for QKids. So that's really, I'm happy to hear it for the QKids teachers. QKids teachers are still getting a lot of classes. So I really wish I understood and knew how they are able to do that. And I hope they don't pull a Zebra English or a Go-Go Kid and just close up shop one day and say, they can't go any longer. Seems like October 15th has been floating around as a date that people and at Vipkid, I know parents have been saying that they can't take classes from foreign teachers anymore. October 15th. So I don't know if that date is significant for any other companies, but yeah, I don't know what's happening with QKids. I don't know. I mean, I should say I am a teacher with QKids, but I haven't taught classes with them in a while because I stopped opening up my schedule and I've taken a break from QKids. But let's see. You are applying to Kid Pass. Okay, good. And that's Ariel. And then Sakapow. What was the school called? Hello something. Yeah, Hallow. Hallow, Hallo. Yeah, very similar to the spelling of hello. But they teach to adults. You can create your own classes with them, and you can have group classes. I know you can make like up to $30 an hour with them, but I'm sure that depends on a lot of things, probably like how long the class is, how many students are in the class, and all of that. And I don't know how long it takes for you to get to teaching a group class. And, I don't know all the details, but I do know that you have the potential of making $30 an hour with Hallow. And then Wadner, I didn't get classes yet. Hopefully soon they will come since they're doing marketing. Okay, that's Cleverkid. So I hope things go well with that company. It sounded like it was a really good possibility. And My Cool Class is also good, but you have to pay to be in it. Oh, okay. My Cool Class. I've heard a lot about them. I didn't realize you had to pay to be a part of them. That's interesting to know. I know that there's a whole thing about you become a shareholder if you are with them. So it's like you're taking a part of the company, but I guess that's part of it. You have to pay to be a part of it, and that's how you become a shareholder. But yeah, all the shareholders are able to vote on the company and what the decisions are. So that is a really good, cool part about My Cool Class. That doesn't happen with other companies. So that makes you feel like you're being heard. So that is something that's good, but you do create your own classes with My Cool Class. And I don't know, I'm not really sure how classes are going with them either, what their student base is like, how successful people have been with marketing their classes. I don't know. I just know Outschool has been really good, and a lot of people are trying to model after them. But I don't know who's been as successful as Outschool as far as having a lot of students and being able to supply them with the teachers, because I know Outschool has they've said at one point they had 1 million students. So it was a crazy number like that, 1 million students. And then they hired 5,000 teachers for COVID in addition to what they already had. So I think maybe it jumped up to 10,000. So they did have a lot of teachers, but they had a lot of students too. So I'm not sure who can claim that yet, who's how people are doing. I think in our last live, I heard someone say that KidPass and Kids Connected were struggling with getting bookings. The teachers were struggling with getting bookings. So if you know anything about that, let us know, especially before Ariel goes and applies to KidPass, because we want to know if it's going to be worth your time at this point. So hello, Claudia. I'm hired on Cleverkid, and they just launched this week, but I don't think we have had anyone teach a student yet. Well, I hope that changes soon. And Cleverkid is $10 an hour or something like that. I think they were higher than that. I thought Cleverkid was offering closer to 17. That's what I remember. I could be wrong. And what is the link for Allschool? I don't have a link for Allschool. I'm not a teacher with Allschool. I'm a teacher with Outschool. But if anyone has a link for Allschool, please leave the link. And or I know Online Teacher Dude was talking about that. He probably has a link. But yeah, I'm not a teacher with them right now, so I don't have a link for you. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yep. Hello. That's it. Good. Lakita. Hello, Lakita. What does buyout mean with Outschool? Good question. So with Outschool, when you open a class, and since they do have arrangements with schools now, you can actually, the schools can come on the platform and they can choose a class that they want to offer to their students. So they have a classroom of students who want to be taught by this teacher with this class, and they'll just buy out the whole class. And then there's the students from their school will be in that class. So that's what a buyout is. So Ariel, if you want to share any more about your buyout in the comments, that would be great. But yeah, that's what a buyout is. And hey, Stacy. Hi. Thanks for joining. I'm glad after work you had some classes or maybe another job. I don't know. But thanks for joining us. I did have classes this morning myself. I had my morning classes and I stopped at 5 to 11. So I had 4 classes, two private reading classes with Outschool, and then I had 2 of my circle time classes this morning. And then I'll teach. I have 1 afternoon class at 12, and then I have later classes starting at 2. So, but Claudia says Cleverkid pays $13 per 25-minute class. Oh, okay. So $13 per 25-minute class. So that's like $23 an hour. I thought it was pretty high at what they were offering, because I just kept on having that in my mind. I was like, Cleverkid is the way to go. If, you want something that's similar to the other companies that were paying at, in China, Cleverkid was paying pretty high. But yeah, you just have to get those students. That's all. All right. So Wanner says, I can't wait to start my Teachers of Tomorrow online program to get my teaching license. They take $400 out of your check every paycheck for 10 months. Yes, I'm happy for you with that program. That's good. When is that going to start? Is that starting soon? Or when are you starting with that? And let's see, Lakita. Hi, Lakita. Thank you. You got it. Okay, we answered your question. And Stacy says nursery school. I forgot what the question was or what the statement was. But that does remind me, I do have something I wanted to share with you guys, what I've been doing recently. I actually started a program which you can look into. It's called Preschool Systems or Preschool All-Stars. The YouTube channel is Preschool Systems, and it's with Joy Anderson. And she was a single mom who started her own preschool, like kind of on the fly. She had no other choices to do it, but now she helps other teachers to do the same thing. So for many years, she was helping teachers to start their in-home preschools, but now she's expanded it to help teachers to start their online preschools. And for me, the reason why I looked into it is because her teachers were having so much success in getting students online and in person that it piqued my interest. I was like, how is she helping all these people to get all of these students like so fast? I mean, she had so many success stories. That's why I say, if you are interested in teaching like a preschool class, you'd have to create your own curriculum. But actually, she would help you with curriculum too. I shouldn't say that. She gives you the tools to get started. Even if you don't have anything to start with, she will show you how to start a preschool class on your own and be independent. And I felt like this was very relevant for all of us online teachers, because we are teaching online. A lot of us are teaching with young students, and some of us want to, have been thinking about teaching independently, but we just don't know how to teach independently. So if you're interested in doing like an online preschool, or even, you can have it be for older kids too, but her focus was preschool. She will show you how to use Facebook and boost advertisement to all of your friends and family, and then some. And she's got this whole group of ladies who will help you with the process and help get your word out there that you want to start a preschool. And through those announcements, those people and the people who they know, they will have, hopefully they will know of other people who will have children who would be interested in signing up. So that's kind of how it works. You're using all of your friends, other friends and friends on Facebook, and then hopefully they'll have some, at least 7 kids to sign up, or maybe even less. But you could start with 3, and then she'll give you the price. She gives you the time of day that you should schedule a class and all of that. She will walk you through the process. And I mean, for me, I know a lot about teaching online already. So for me, it wasn't about having the curriculum, because I'm already creating my own. But it was just like, how did she get the students, and how did she help all these people to teach independently online? So for me, I just wanted to try it out and to open up like one class, one time period in my, my schedule, just to see if I can open up my own class and then have the money come directly to me and not go through Outschool, not go through anybody else. I want to get paid on my own. So what I'm talking about is Preschool Systems. That's a YouTube channel. The lady's name is Joy Anderson. The Facebook group is Preschool All-Stars. If you are interested in getting your own students, she will help you with it and help you get started. And I've been working on that for the last week and trying to see how the advertisements and everything work, because I do want to open up open up small and then expand. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to share that with you all because several of you all I know, could benefit from this program, and it could be something to really help you guys. I didn't put the link or anything in the description, but I will do that just in case it was not clear. But yes, and I see how much is the Joy Anderson program. To get started, you do not pay anything just to get started. She had a challenge this past week that was was just free, and she just kind of went through it. Now, what she does charge you for is later on to have the continued support and membership. Then that's like, it's $60 a month for the membership and everything of being a part of Preschool All-Stars. But you're helping each other, helping other women and men, whoever wants to start it online or in person. And it's great. And then she has what she calls Preschool in a Box, and she'll charge you for the Preschool in a Box, but it has all of her curriculum, all of everything you would need to start either online or in person. And she has some really good ideas of how you can get toys and just supplies and furniture and stuff for your in-person preschool if you want to do it in person, or even online supplies. Like online teachers, we have a lot of supplies, so we don't need many more, but she has tips and tricks on helping you how to get these things for free. So yes, it is something to look into. So I want to throw that out there for you guys, but let me look back down into what you guys are saying. Hello, Gina. Is your background virtual? Today it's not. A lot of times in my other videos, if you've seen my YouTube videos, I do have a virtual background, but this one is not. This is just my $10 background I got from Amazon, hanging up on a stand. So it is not, but thank you. I'm glad you like it. It was very inexpensive. And then Punk Soul Brother. Hi, welcome. And what have I been missing? What's the latest with Bling? I'm fully booked every day so far to the start of January. What? All right. I mean, are you fully booked with Bling ABC? Is that what you're saying? That's really good. I was saying that I don't have any classes with them earlier. And we were just talking about what happened with Vipkid and how that whole announcement they gave recently went over. And I don't want to go too far into it, but they sincerely said that bookings were going to get worse before they got better. So basically have a backup plan, but they were honest about it. And then you say, I'm having an awful time with Outschool at the moment. No students yet. Is the best time the same as Bling's peak time? That's a good question. Outschool, it's 24 hours. What are the best times? I wouldn't say the best times are the same as Bling because it's not just marketed to Asian students, because a lot of my students are American. Sorry, my dog is going crazy. But I would say that my classes do really well for after school students right now. After school students are wanting classes with Outschool. So after school for me would be like 3 p.m. Central Standard Time to, like 6 or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So those are some good times. And then also for the younger kids, I do like 9 to 11 in the morning for the younger kids. So those are the times that work for me. Yeah, I don't know. I've asked a question about Outschool several times here in this live to see if anyone's having any success right now with their classes. But I haven't seen a lot of people say much except for teacher Kelly, who said that she added she has her continued book class that has been going well, and she added some holiday classes. And Ariel said she had a holiday Halloween class that she added too. So maybe a holiday class, Thanksgiving's coming up or Christmas, start advertising classes like that. If you're teaching that age group, that would, care for something like that. But that's all I got for Outschool. I mean, I did put a video out about what I did to increase my bookings. So I don't know if you saw my recent video, but I had some tips in there. And Pinterest is a new friend of mine. I've been putting more advertisements on Pinterest because I feel like it has worked. It has helped. So think about advertising your classes. That's good. You were totally booked with Bling ABC. That's really good. I'm really happy for you because a lot of people can't say that. And I stopped getting classes with them because I shortened my availability because I wanted to focus more on Outschool. So I'm okay with that. All right. So I've got about 5 more minutes before I'm going to have to close up. So if anybody has any last minute things that they want to say or question, please, you can put those in the comments. But I'm not done looking through what we have here so far. Let's see. So I'm looking at Punk Soul Brother. I was based in China, but I have just moved. Oh, you were teaching from China. Awesome. So where'd you move to, Punk Soul Brother? And do they know you have moved? Oh, yeah, that would be a good question. Because if they think that you're still in China, are you still able to get classes where, to teach to kids in China? That's true. And let's see. Yeah, nothing on Outschool. Okay, Claudia. I know it's tough. It is really tough with Outschool at this time. It is getting tougher, but don't give up. Change some things about your classes and see if even lowering your prices. I talked about that before in my previous video. If you need to lower the price, try it. Even having a class of 5 kids paying $3 an hour or for a class is better than nothing. I'm not saying charge $3, but I'm just saying like maybe $5 a class to really draw them in. I don't know what you're charging right now, but it's just something to consider to try to get those kids into your class. And don't forget to offer Chinese New Year's classes. That might be an idea that you could use for Outschool to get some ESL students on Outschool's platform. Can have a Chinese New Year's class for that is teaching ESL. That'd be an idea. So, Punk Soul Brother, is it stupid to offer a free class on Outschool for stars and reviews? I don't think so. I've seen people offer a $1 class. I've seen other people do it. So yes, if you want to bring in those stars and reviews in order to build up your reputation and credibility, do it and see what happens. It's better than nothing, right? And anime classes are popular. Yes, Ariel. And then the escape classes, which I was looking into trying to make my own. That would take some practice, but those escape classes are supposed to be really popular right now. So that's a possibility. All right, Sekapow, see you. And Claudia Seidel, for the 30% that Outschool takes out, we are doing a lot of our self-advertising. Going on my own is sounding more viable. Yeah, they do take a lot because of all that they offer, but when you're not getting much, it is hard for them to take a lot out of nothing. True. And it does take time to advertise on Pinterest and all those things. So that is a good point. You're right. So maybe you're interested in Preschool All-Stars. Check it out. See if that's something that you might want to consider doing. And I started my Escape Antarctica class in 15 minutes. Oh, okay. You're about to do an escape class now. Awesome, Ariel. That's great. Yeah. Those classes look like a lot of fun, and they look like they will continue to be booked. So, okay, you guys. Well, I love connecting with you guys and talking with you all about all these things. If this has been fun or entertaining or helpful, please don't forget to leave a like. All right, you guys. And I will probably do this again next week, same time on Tuesday. So look out for me, and you're welcome. You're welcome. This is a lot of fun. I really like connecting with you guys. So yep, bring your thoughts, bring your concerns next week, and we will talk more about things that affect us as online teachers. I didn't get into curriculum, but that's something that I want to bring up next week. Like, what curriculum have you been using if you've gone out independently? Let's talk a little bit about that, and we can talk about other things. So have a great day, you guys. Thank you. Bye.